Everybody, and thank you for tuning in my channel. It's capital LAF space Film Fest. Today I thought we would talk about the trip that we went out to the great Northwest, and we climbed Mount St. Helens, and once we got down we went over to Hood River, and then we stayed in the area for another day or two. So I've got some great photographs to share with you, and it was a great time. If you've never been out that way, oh my God, the Pacific Northwest is just beautiful. Every place you go, you know, from mountains to streams to forests to the ocean, it's all right there. So I highly recommend a trip out there. We landed in Portland, PDX, and we take off from there, but you could go to Seattle and land. That'd be another good destination to start from. So anyways, good trip, and I'm gonna share some favorite memories with you. I'd like to give a big shout out to Grumlaw. That's grumlaw.com. That's Grumlaw Church. My son-in-law Shay is the pastor, and his wife is Andrea. That's my daughter, and they do such a great job with their organization there. If you're looking for a church, even online, go to grumlaw.com. Check them out on Sunday mornings. They do such a fabulous job. I'm very proud of both of them. Now I apologize if there's a little bit of a glare coming in. You can see it's coming in from my window up above, but until I get my studio all set up, you know, I'm just going to have to deal with certain side effects like that, but we'll get by. I also have to pay attention today and do a good job, because obviously, as I'll show you here, I have got the boss. Sammy the Bear Doodle is sitting right here, and he's going to make sure that I do a good job. So anytime you got the boss hanging around, got to stay on your game. Local forecast, southern Indiana, it is 96 degrees out there today. And let me tell you, if you've never felt high humidity, open this door right here and walk out, it's like walking right into a wall. It is incredible. It's probably 100% humidity out there. Mrs. Melissa's, she decided she was going to clean up the breezeway today, and I always have my Winona Solo Plus canoe hanging up above in the ceiling, and so we got that down, and she's out washing it up and making it look good. So how she can stand that kind of heat, I don't know. I decided to stay in here and in the AC and put another collage together for you about some great pictures and share the story of the great Northwest. It is a nice place to be. It's just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So like I said, we climbed Mount St. Helens, and we got down, we went to Hood River, and then you know, we hung around Hood River that night, and next day we got up, and then my brother was there, Johnny, and he took us on a tour, and we went out into the countryside, drove past Mount Hood, and made a big circle back to Portland. And then that night we stayed at a hotel, a classic hotel, right downtown in Portland. And if you've never stayed in the heart of a beast like that, it is incredible. I mean, it's the city seems to be alive all night long. So that was fun. I've got some great photos of that. And eventually, the following day, we woke up, we had a good breakfast, and then back to PDX and back to the Midwest. So had a good time. Hope you enjoy the photographs. I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel. That's capital LAF space Film Fest, and hit that like button if you like these photos. In the comments, if you need to know anything about that, about that area. You know, I've traveled extensively there. Might be able to answer some questions for you, or if I don't, I know somebody that definitely can answer them for you. So, you know, Kristen out there, a good friend of mine. She's awesome, and she knows the area like the back of her hand. So, anyways, once again, thank you for Johnny and Kristen for the hospitality, for showing us around. Johnny was an awesome tour guide. Man, he knows everything. He knows around every corner. He's got a story. So, a lot of fun. So, anyways, let me put this together, and I'll get back with you. I will eventually have some video, and I mean, I have the video, but I'll be able to post it once I get my studio all set up and I get my Mac Pro all going, and I'll be able to put everything together, and I'll be able to download all my videos, and I'll be able to put this all together for you. So this is kind of just the first collage of the trip that we took, and eventually I'll couple it with some nice video. But oh, in case you're curious, that canoe up there, that is a 1932 handmade white cedar canoe. And man, I love that thing. That I was actually running an outdoor shop, and a gentleman walked in, and he was an older gentleman. He said, "Hey," he said, "know anybody that'd be interested in restoring canoes?" And I said, "Well, I might be. What you got?" And he said, "Well, I've got a canoe that," he goes, "I restore them, but," he goes, "I'm not going to be able to get to this one." I think he was getting ready to move. And he said, "I'm just looking for somebody that would take it and give it a good home." And, you know, I said, "You know, I would do that." I said, "How much you want for it?" He said, "Well, you know, $100. I said, "I'll take it." Now, I haven't even seen the canoe. Had no idea. He said he was going to bring it back the next day, but for $100, you know, in any kind of shape, it would have been nice. When he pulled up at the store the next day, and he said, "Hey, Lawrence, come outside. I got that canoe for you." I said, "Okay." I walked out there and I almost fainted. I could not believe it. It is just a beautiful, beautiful machine. So it's been up above, up in the rafters now, for a lot of years, probably for almost 25 years, and that's where it's going to stay, because it's gorgeous. I do have another small story I can share with you on this canoe. The outdoor shop I had, whenever I bought it, I put it up in the rafters, kind of like it is here, and I had it there. And one day a guy walked in, and he walks up and he says, "Who owns that canoe?" I said, "Well, that's mine." He said, "How much you want for it?" I said, "It's not for sale." He goes, "No, really, how much you want for it? How much you'll take?" And I said, you know, politely, "Sir, it's not for sale." He said, "Anything's for sale." I go, "Well, I think you're wrong, because that canoe's not for sale." He offered me like $500 for it. I said, "Sir, I told you it's not for sale." So he left kind of mad. So I'm working the next day. Here he comes back in. He laid $1,000 down on the counter. He goes, I'll load that canoe up now." Some people are funny. I don't get people that act like that. And I said, "I told you the canoe is not for sale." He said, "Everything's for sale for the right price." And I said, "Not that canoe." What don't you understand about that? So anyways, he got pissed off, left again. So, what's funny about it is, come to find out, what he wanted to do is he was building some big old house, had a gigantic fireplace, and he was literally wanting to cut it in half and use it as bookshelves on both sides. I don't know. I'm just glad I didn't sell it to him, and I'm glad it's still here, and someday I'll pass it on to somebody else. Okay, enough about the random stories. Anyways, here comes the photographs. Hood River, the Columbia River Gorge area, and downtown Portland, as my brother would call it, the belly of the beast. You again for coming to the channel, capital LAF Film Fest. I really appreciate it. Pop that like button if you want. Subscribe if you like. Leave any comments down below. And I'll talk to you later on the next adventure.